Hey guys, welcome back to Hearts of Iron. Again, as I said in the YouTube short, you guys have asked me, or at least one of you, to do a Bulgarian playthrough. Well, Romanian playthrough, my apologies. Well, you're about to get it. I'm just trying to get Romania to go fascist so we can take out the people around us and become stronger. Because right now, our resources and our construction ability is not worth anything, really. So, that's updates on that. Our national focus is institute royal dictatorship. We're gonna have that in a few days, and I'm gonna continue going down the line of becoming fascist so we can increase the manpower available in Romania. Because 24 divisions plus 7, that's not gonna be enough to do what we want to do. So, this episode, we're probably gonna focus on turning our nation fascist so that we can prepare for future wars with fewer restrictions. So that's what we'll be doing, turning the nation fascist in this particular episode. If you sorry about that, guys. I was reading one of you guys' comments that you left on the most recent German playthrough video, which I will be getting back to, but I made the mistake in the recording that I did after that one in making the German Reich into a bunch of puppet states, basically, and I was like, I didn't mean to do that. So essentially what I have to do is get to the point where we were and then bring guys back into it, essentially, is what I gotta do. And that's why I started to this playthrough, because I was like, I don't feel like doing Germany right now, especially the state that I'm in regards to that. So that's that about all that good jazz. I'm gonna try to lean us towards fascist, but right now we're non-aligned. Right now. But I did some research on how to turn us fascist, and I believe I'm doing it correctly. So we'll find out. Okay, we got some updated artillery. That is great, because we're gonna need that eventually at some point. I'm gonna update this once again. Have those guys work on that as well. We're gonna get some updated weaponry, support weapons in about 13-12 days, whichever. But like I said, this episode is gonna be very, very dormant. Right now we're just gonna focus on trying to get people fascist and whatnot. Which reminds me, I'm gonna want to change the trade and construction laws here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Okay, changing to more parcel mobilization, and then we'll also be changing the trade laws as soon as we get 150 political power. I thought we had 100 political power after spending that, so I was gonna try and get that all at one time, but I guess my calculations were a little bit off there. But we still have over 100, so it shouldn't take us that long to get back up to 150. That should bring some resources back into the nation, I would think. And we're working on the revised constitution right now. And then we'll continue down the path to the coup, so we go fascist. Okay, we got our support equipment here. And now I'm also going to focus on getting some of the support companies in place here. I'm going to get the recon company first, and then we'll just try to go down the line with that. Right now we don't have a navy being built because I'm trying to really save steel. As you can see, we're 12 steel in the debt and 2 tungsten in debt, so we could trade for it, but I don't want to sacrifice our construction capability right now. Let's go check on this national focus here. Okay, we still got quite some time till we can get that. We have 128 political power. Like I said, as soon as we get to 150, I'll change the trade laws and we should get some resources back. But I've never actually had to change the trade laws, so I'm not exactly 100% sure, but I would imagine we wouldn't be in debt as much, if at all. once we do that. I gotta say, this Romanian guy doesn't look like the soft type. He looks like, somebody that's a hard man, if you will. I see how this goes. Okay, so if we get the Axis power, it's gonna shift us to be a fascist government. If we go down the center here, it's gonna make us communists. Alright, okay. I know what we're doing here. Oh shit. We do have the political power to spend, but I don't. Dang it. Right when I'm trying to get something done, it makes the consumer's goods thing pop up. That irritates me. Really does. Okay. Now we're gonna change the trade laws here to limited exports. There we go. Alright, so how did that actually help us out here? We're still short on 11 steel, but it's not as bad. It used to be 12. Not much better, but we're working on it. We are working on it. Thankfully, we don't have a shortage of anything else. It's just steel and tungsten, which I'm probably gonna. Well, let's look at the resource map here and see if we can't. This is the supply map. Okay, I'm moving the camera when I don't want to. Resistance resource map. Okay, let's take a look at the resource map here and see who has steel and tungsten. Well, Hungary has some steel, actually a lot more than we do. It would probably pull us out of the deficit if not completely. Bulgaria has some chromium and coal, which is great because we don't have a lot of coal anyway. But the nation that is close to us that has a lot of steel is actually Yugoslavia. So that looks nice. That looks like a nice target to me. But we'll see what actually transpires. Will that give us a research slot? Yeah, let's go get this research slot, definitely. And then we'll worry about everything else later. But I'm liking Yugoslavia, guys, because that's going to give us pretty much everything we need here. So we'll try to grab that as soon as we can. And we're definitely not building a spy network, at least not yet, because our construction is so bad anyway. These bunkers are on the Soviet border here. You can see them lighting up. That's one thing I never really noticed, actually, until now. But I got that fortified to all, because I'm not messing with the Soviets, man. I know that war is coming, and I want to be ready for it. We're still for a bunch of stuff. Jeez, this is insane. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the defense, especially since we're gonna have to deal with the Soviets later. I don't really want to mess around with that. And then we're gonna get our extra research slot here in probably a month or so. Let's see exactly. Yeah, about a month and 10 days we'll get our extra research slot. That would be great if we took Hungary, and then Austria, and then Poland and Czechoslovakia all together. That'd be awesome. However, we would probably take off the Reich if we did that. But that definitely would be cool. My plan is to go through Bulgaria, Hungary, and then Yugoslavia, and then Greece, and then Turkey. Because that seems like probably a safe approach. Well, while using the manpower increase that we're going to get in later years to fortify the bunker line here. This is kind of like the Romanian national line here. I fortified the crap out of that. We're still not done yet. So they're gonna have a hard time. The Soviet Union just, if we get big enough, they're gonna have a hard time breaking a line. Which is exactly what I want to do. That's precisely what I want to do. Exactly what I want to do there. And we're almost done with this national focus here. We got like, give or take 30 days or so. We will see what actually transpires here. I'm on the edge a little bit just because I've never done Romania before, but I'm doing this out of request from somebody in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. I know right now it's kind of dry, but I intend to expand Romania's borders quite a bit, so just try to be patient with what I'm doing here. We have 134,000 manpower manpower, which really isn't nothing, which is why I'm not strengthening our position now. I want to wait until we get some different recruitment laws in here before we start doing that, which pretty much requires us to turn fascist in a way. Okay, we got our Royal Foundation, so we should get an extra research slot there out of that, but I'm gonna pause the game so we can continue going down into turning it into the Axis fascist government. I'm gonna see what you guys are saying in the comments here. I'll probably edit that part out for you guys, but I do want to read you guys the comments real quick. Okay, I'm gonna respond to that man's comment that was on the latest video where I shared my testimony, man. I'm not gonna stop until we get somewhere, guys. That's kind of why I listen to you guys when you ask me when you tell me you should do this, you should do that, because in my mind I'm thinking, okay, this is what you guys pay me to do. In my mind, this is my job already. I might not be monetized by YouTube, but the only requirement that I am lacking is the watch time, guys. So essentially this has already become my job, and so that's why when you guys tell me, it's like, you should do a series on this, you should do a series on that, you know, I listen to what you guys want to see, okay? I really do, and I want to do what you guys want to see, which is what inspired me to do what we're doing now. So essentially I'm doing what you guys pay me to do. So if you have any other suggestions on what you see on the channel already, you know, just put it in the comments. I very well may do it for you. Even if it's just one y'all, I very well may just do it for you. So don't be afraid to ask. I was thinking about doing some Warhammer Dawn of War, the Command and Conquer strategy game thing on YouTube. So let me know if you want to see that in the YouTube channel as well, because I'm not sure. It's a very difficult game. I mean, I enjoy the game. It's just I don't know if I'm ready to put it on YouTube. But eventually, if you guys want to see that game on the channel, just let me know in the comments. Anyways, let's get back to it and we'll continue the episode here. Now, I do want to get something going in terms of the fourth research. What else do we need here? Actually, to be honest, the field hospital wouldn't be bad. I only have one choice there. Okay, whatever, that's fine. And we're about to get the interwar artillery, which is gonna help our artillery out substantially. Headset fell off, of course. Trying to get this position right. There we go. Alright, now we got the recon company and something else. I wasn't looking because I was putting my, oh yeah, the interwar artillery. Okay, what do we want to do now? Due to the lack of manpower, I would really like it if we could do more military advancements, but I think it's time to focus on industry here. Probably should have been doing that from the beginning, but I wanted to get some other stuff unlocked. This campaign is going to be a definite grind here. Okay, flexible foreign policy. Okay, we still got quite some time on that. I'm going to be checking on that periodically because I want to go fascist as soon as possible so we can change these recruitment laws. Boy, Romania is definitely a different experience indeed. Different challenge to tackle. There's a certain word that I'm thinking of, but I can't think of it right now. It's a different beast. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a different beast, no doubt. It's definitely a different beast to handle. Can we actually change the recruitment laws now? We could. Right. So, I think I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna do that before we become fascist. Now we got limited conscription, so we should definitely have some more manpower coming in. It's just Romania is so small right now. Even if we do that, we're not gonna get a whole bunch yet. Not really. 214,000. We need at least 1 million here. Flexible foreign policy. Okay, let's go down the route here. That's gonna make us go fascist. There we go. That should make the government fascist. And then we'll be able to get some other stuff going. Appoint pro-Axis government. Awesome. That's gonna be awesome. Once that gets... I'm super excited to actually do this because I I want to turn Romania into a powerhouse. I'm excited. I really am. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but you can see it in my face. I'm really excited to do this. I love this suggestion. Whoever suggested that, thank you so much, because this is going to be fun. We got 241,000 manpower right now, and it's keeping to go up, so that's going to be something fun once we get the manpower where it needs to be, so I can start to strengthen the military even more. If I can, I'm gonna get some mountain troops, since we're gonna be dealing with a lot of mountains, especially in the area that we're in right now. I think that would be a good thing to do, but this should be the thing that switches to a fascist government. And then I don't know if I want to go all the way down to the king's coup. I'm not sure if we want to do that, but I guess I'd have to read the effects on it or something. Let me go ahead and read that real quick. Iron Guard, National Christian Party. What the heck is that? Seriously. Interesting. Very interesting. King Michael's coup. I don't know if that's a good thing. No, it makes us become democratic again. We don't want that. Yeah, I can't wait until King Michael gets out of here. For real. He's not the direction I want to take Romania. Definitely not the direction I want to take him. I want to take Romania down into fascist government. So, that is something that we're not going to do. Plain and simple, we're not going to do it. And, okay, we got mechanical computing. That is absolutely fantastic. And what year is it? 37? Okay, so with that, it's 37. I'm going to get this because we need it. We're going to need the ability to plant those gas cylinders, whatever, refineries. Okay, so right now we have 300,000 and it keeps going up, so we definitely fixed the manpower problem, but I would still not recruit any because we're 8,000 guns in debt, 9,000 guns in debt. Read the number a little bit wrong, but that's okay. Okay, we're about to become fascist to the best of my knowledge, and then we'll be able to stick a fascist demagogue in there. Yes, now we have a more pro-fascist government. However, the non-aligned government is still in power. So, with that being said, we gotta figure out how we get the fascist people in power. I think, yeah, you know what? Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna go with this because I believe it actually does put a fascist leader in there from what I can tell. National Christian Party. I don't know what's so Christian about it, but okay. Oh wow, we're doing all this in 42 minutes. Which, if I can do this in under an hour, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end the episode once we flip governments. And then we'll do the exciting things the next time we come back. I want to do a short episode for you guys so I can have it all edited by 7 o'clock Eastern time and just have it out for you guys. But hopefully we can do this in about under an hour if we're lucky, but who knows. But the leading party now is actually fascist. So that's good. We're only leading by actually 2, but they are the leading party. So I'm thinking that this National Christian Party is going to more than likely flip the whole government. As you can see, we only have 5 construction factories working, which is absolutely insane, but terrible at the same time. It's, just absolutely atrocious. If we're being completely honest, it would be nice to actually have the 1934 artillery at this point. It just would be. If we can get that a little bit early, despite, the modifier being as bad as it is. You ask me, that's in a country like this, you're gonna want that extra boost to your armies. So, if we can get it, great. I'm gonna ban Democratic parties. And we have almost 400,000 right now in the manpower pool. So that's actually good. If we can get up to 1 million, I think we'd be set for a little bit. But I do not like our construction speed, no doubt. Absolutely terrible. We're about to get the party thing, so and it should turn it fascist, I would think. Leader for the fascist party. This is exciting. It really is. This is very exciting for me. I'm really excited to do this. I'd like to make them at least half of what Germany is. That would be fantastic. And then we're about to get this. Can't wait until they do. Come on, fascism. I never thought I would be rooting for fascism. Nice. Okay. National focus. Force addiction? I'm not sure, to be honest, what this is. But I'm hoping that the last one just kicks the king out of power. 48% fascist right now. Communist. Democratic. Well, I'm gonna wanna have the fascist government take power. Okay. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh dear. Let me know, guys, if I did this right. Or if, we're gonna find out if I did it right. But what I'm saying is if I do this wrong, let me know what I'm doing wrong because, I want these guys to be fascist. I really do. So that we can get certain things completed. According to my research, I'm doing it right. But you never know. I could have read things wrong or understood things wrong. Let me know if you will. Get 1937 construction. That will be nice. Shit. Oh shit. Dang, I think I screwed this. I really think I screwed this up. Damn. Let's cancel this. And then I'll try to. I have to go down that route now. That really sucks. But hopefully we can still somehow turn it fascist. Of course, now we gotta restart the whole thing, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try and speed this up now because I don't wanna take forever to do that. But Democratic parties are actually banned to speak the truth, so I don't know if they're gonna let him take power anymore. We do have the political power not to, but I also want to get the fascist demagogue in here. That would be absolutely great. Oh dear. You're gonna have to forgive me for the lack of knowledge here, guys. I've never actually done Romania before, so just kind of have some grace here. There we go. I would say that the fascist party is the stronger party in Romania right now, but not by much. Not by much at all. Time Legionary Romania. Fantastic. I think we got this. We're now a fascist government. Great. That's exactly where we need it to be. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go get some food and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. God bless.